Alrighty, so we're gonna bleed the lift. I didn't really show you guys too much, but we got the rest of the junk done. We ran the cables, got the hydraulic lines all tightened up, crossbar tightened up, anchors in, and we were ready to go. So there's a bleed cap right here, and what we're gonna do is we're going to fill up or push the button until it makes pressure. We're gonna lift up the lift arms just a foot or so off the ground, and then I'm going to crack the bleeder valve with a rag over it and bleed the system like that. So let's see if it goes up. Heck yeah. It freaking works. Awesome. All right, now I gotta get something to stand on. Blood. Ready to go. Now all we have left to do, throw the arms on, throw a car on it. Heck yeah. Alrighty, so I've got most everything disconnected. I got AC lines disconnected, coolant lines, power steering is still connected, but it's gonna drop with a subframe. Trans cooler lines disconnected, drive line out, torque arm mount off, trans mount off. I've gotten most everything disconnected. One of the last things I needed was this fuel line right here. It just connects right there. I don't have a fuel line quick disconnect tool. So I took a piece of a coolant jug and just cut a strip out like this, rolled it up, kind of overlapped it like that as tight as I could, and shoved it in, and it slid in and pushed on the little springs, and I popped the fuel line off. So just a fun little DIY in case anybody that's watching this video gets to a situation where they need to pull their fuel line off. They don't have the fittings, store's closed, don't want to go buy them, whatever. So I know they're cheap, but that is cool. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work, and it did. So note to self, coolant jug, a little bit of plastic rolled up, shove it in there, you're good to go. Alrighty guys, so we are almost there. We've got pretty much everything I can think of disconnected up top. My shop's a mess, but transmission crossmember driveline, I already told you all that junk. Exhaust, white pipe is off. So we are pretty much ready. I've got fuel lines, brake lines, AC lines disconnected, trans cooler lines disconnected, shifter cable disconnected. The only thing left to do is the steering shaft, and the I loosened all the bolts on the, that's loud. I loosened all the bolts on, people drive down my road like jerks. I loosened all the bolts on the upper struts. I don't know why I'm struggling right now. I loosened all the bolts on the struts that mount them to the upper strut tower, and I broke all of the subframe bolts loose. So what I'm going to do, lower the car down onto these dollies. The front tires will sit on these furniture dollies. I'm going to take my trans jack that's over there and put it underneath the transmission, and then I'm going to lower it down, slide under on my creeper, zip everything off, and then I'm going to undo the steering shaft. That's the last bolt I need to undo the upper shock tower bolts, and we should be able to start raising the car off. I know there's going to be some wires, some vacuum lines, stuff that I've forgotten to disconnect, but we should be there. So I'm just going to time lapse it, because it's going to be probably 20 minutes of finagling to get it out. We're that close, guys. I'm pretty stinking excited. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, so here is the Camaro. As you saw, we pushed it out, pushed it over here for tonight. I still have the engine harness and everything in there that I need to get out. And then the Camaro is going to be parked next to the shop for a hot minute. But we got it out. We got Emma's car on the lift. We got another video coming very, very soon. And I am just freaking grateful and happy to have a shop and have the lift finally, because we'll be able to test fit her engine and trans, which have been patiently waiting. She's been
Not
patiently waiting.
patient.
But yeah, so I didn't do much explaining, and my GoPro is almost full. So here's what happened. I sold the engine and trans out of the gold Camaro, so we yanked it out, and I am doing a pretty exciting, right now it's just a mild setup. I'll be swapping into that, and then we're going to be doing a lot to it soon, which I'll explain in the next video and I'll show it. But stay tuned for the Camaro build, because it's coming a lot sooner than we expect. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to stay hungry, stay humble, stay motivated. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.